$500 invested the right way pays you $41 every single month. Not once, every month, forever. And almost nobody starting out knows this is even possible. Here's what most people's $500 does instead. It sits in a checking account earning basically nothing. Or it disappears. Because life happened. The car needs a repair. The dentist sends a bill you weren't expecting. And you realize the money you worked 40 hours to earn is already gone before you even decided what to do with it. You know that feeling on Sunday night? The quiet, low-grade dread that creeps in before Monday? That's not laziness. That's not a mindset problem. That's what it feels like when every dollar you have is one emergency away from being someone else's. When your financial life is so tight that any surprise, no matter how small, throws everything off. That's the real problem. Not income, not ambition, not effort. The problem is that you have one financial engine, your paycheck. And the moment it slows down or something unexpected hits, the whole machine stalls. There's a woman named Sarah. She's 31. She works a full-time job, she's responsible, she saves when she can. And a few months ago, she had $500 sitting in her account. Actual breathing room. And then her water heater broke. Gone. Back to zero. And the worst part wasn't the money. It was the feeling. The feeling that no matter how hard she worked, she couldn't seem to get ahead. What I'm going to show you in this video is the exact strategy that changes that equation, using just $500 as the starting point. Not some abstract investing theory, a real, specific, math-backed approach that starts building a second income stream from the first month. By the time this video ends, you'll know exactly what to buy, exactly how much it pays, and exactly how fast it compounds into something that actually changes your financial life. Stay with me, because the part most people miss is coming up in about 3 minutes, and it changes everything. If you want the specific funds and strategies I use to build monthly dividend income, that's exactly what I break down here every few days. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. There's a decision, one specific decision, that separates the people who eventually live off their investments from the people who spend their whole life working for money. It's not what most people think. And I'll tell you exactly what it is before this video ends. Let's go back to Sarah. After the water heater incident, she didn't give up. But she also didn't do what most people do, which is either throw money into a random stock hoping it moons, or just leave everything in savings and hope for the best. She found a different path. She took $500, the next $500 she saved, and she put it to work in a completely different way. Not trading, not speculating. She built an income asset. The difference sounds small, it's not. When you trade, you're still exchanging time and stress for money. You're watching charts, making decisions, reacting. When you build an income asset, the asset works. You don't have to. And here's where it gets interesting, because the math on even a small amount like $500 is not what you'd expect. Most people assume it's too small to matter. That assumption is costing them years. Let's run the actual numbers. $500 invested in a high-quality dividend fund, and we're talking real funds here, not hypotheticals, at an average yield of around 8% annually, generates $40 per year. That's roughly $3.30 a month. Now, before you say that's nothing, stay with me, because that number is not the point. The rate of change is the point. Because here's what happens when you reinvest that dividend. When you take those $3.30 and let them buy more shares, which then pay you more dividends, which then buy even more shares. That's compounding, and compounding is not a gradual slope. It's a curve that starts slow, feels almost invisible, and then suddenly accelerates in a way that feels almost unfair. In year one, your $500 becomes roughly $540. Not exciting. In year three, you're sitting at about $630, and your monthly income has grown to nearly $4.50. Still modest. But by year seven, without adding a single additional dollar, that original $500 is approaching $850, paying you close to $6 a month automatically. Now here's the critical piece. Sarah doesn't stop at $500, she keeps adding. Even just $50 a month. That's the move almost nobody talks about. The combination of reinvested dividends and small consistent contributions. Add $50 a month to that $500 base. Reinvest everything. At year 5, you're not at $800. You're approaching $4,000. And your monthly dividend income is approaching $27. That might still sound small, but we're not measuring dollars. We're measuring expenses covered. Because the mindset shift that changes everything is this. Stop asking, how much is this worth? And start asking, what does this pay for? $27 a month covers your streaming subscriptions. It covers your phone bill. It starts covering a utility. These are things you used to need your paycheck for. Now an asset covers them. So here's a question I want you to hold for a second. Which of these 3 stages are you at right now? Stage 1. You have nothing invested yet, maybe less than $500 saved. Stage 2. You've started, you have some money invested, but it's not producing meaningful income yet. Stage 3. Your investments are producing real monthly income, but you want to accelerate it. Hold your answer. Because the next section is going to be different depending on where you are, and I want you to know exactly what your next move is. Let's come back to what the research actually shows about why this matters psychologically, not just financially. A study by Matthew Killingsworth published in Nature Human Behavior found that passive income, money that isn't tied to your time, feels psychologically distinct from earned income, even at the exact same dollar amount. It's not about how much you have, it's about how it's structured. Passive income doesn't just pay your bills. It changes your relationship with money at a neurological level. It reduces the background anxiety, what researchers at Harvard called the cognitive tax of financial scarcity. When you're financially stressed, it costs you the equivalent of 13 IQ points. Every day. That's like going to work every morning having missed a full night of sleep. Sarah didn't just want more money. She wanted to stop feeling that drain. And the strategy she used to start doing that, with just $500, is built on 3 components. Most people only know about one. Here's the moment I want you to really sit with. Imagine 2 versions of yourself. Version 1. You see this video, you understand the concept, you think that's interesting, and then you go back to whatever you were doing. A year from now, you're in the same place. Maybe you got a raise. Maybe you saved a little more. But your financial engine is still the same engine. One paycheck, no backup, no income flowing in without your direct effort. Version 2. You take $500, money you already have or will have next month, and you make one different decision with it. You don't spend it. You don't leave it sitting. You put it into an income asset. A year from now, that $500 has been quietly working every single day. It's paid you 3 times already. And it's compounding. Same person. Same income. Completely different trajectory. That's not theory. That's exactly what happened for Sarah. So let's break down the actual system. 3 components. This is the part most people skip past because they're looking for a hot stock pick. This isn't that. This is a structure. Component 1, the income fund. This is your foundation. A diversified dividend-paying fund, not a single stock, a fund that pays you consistently. We're looking for funds that distribute income monthly, carry a yield between 6 and 10%, and have a track record of stable distributions. The reason you start with a fund instead of individual stocks is simple. At $500, you can't properly diversify across individual companies. A fund does that automatically. Component 2, the reinvestment habit. Every dividend you receive goes back in immediately, not next month, not after you think about it, automatically. This is called a DREP, a dividend reinvestment plan, and most brokerages set it up in one click. This is how your $3.30 becomes $4, becomes $5, becomes $10, without you doing anything. Component 3 is the one almost nobody talks about, and it's the most powerful one. Component 3 is the contribution ladder. The idea is simple. You start with $500, but you commit to adding a fixed amount every month, even if it's small. $25, $50. Whatever is real and sustainable for you. Here's why it matters so much. Compounding alone on a fixed sum is slow. It's real, but it's slow. The acceleration comes when you combine compounding returns with regular new contributions. This is mathematically provable. If you add just $50 a month to a $500 starting base in 10 years at an 8% yield with reinvestment, you're not at $1,500. You're at over $9,000. And your monthly income is not $3, it's over $60 a month and climbing. $60 a month covers a grocery run. It covers your gas for 2 weeks. It's not your whole paycheck, but it's a piece of your life that your paycheck no longer has to fund. Now, how do you actually choose the right fund? Because this is where beginners get stuck. They open a brokerage account, they search for dividend funds, and suddenly, there are hundreds of options and they freeze. Here's the filter. 3 questions only. First, does this fund pay monthly, not quarterly? Monthly distributions compound faster and give you more psychological feedback that the system is working. Second, has the distribution been stable or growing for at least 3 years? You don't want a fund that cut its payout in half last year. Stability is the signal. Third, what is the expense ratio? Anything above 1% is quietly eating your returns. Look for funds below 0.5%. Run any fund through those 3 filters and you've already eliminated 90% of the bad options. Now here's the full picture. The thing I promised you at the start. $500 deployed in a monthly paying dividend fund at an 8% annual yield, with $50 added every single month and all dividends reinvested. In year 1, your monthly income is around $4. In year 3, it's around $11. In year 5, it's $27. In year 10, it's over $60. In year 15, with no salary increase, no windfalls, just consistent $50 monthly additions, your portfolio has crossed $17,000 and your monthly income is over $110. $110 a month. From a $500 starting investment and $50 a month. That's a car payment. That's your electric bill and your internet combined. That's rent money in some part of the country. This is not fantasy math. This is compound interest doing what it always does when you leave it alone long enough and feed it consistently. The $41 a month I mentioned in the first 10 seconds, that's where you land in year 5 at a slightly higher yield rate. Real, specific, yours. Sarah is now 2 years into her contribution ladder. Her starting $500 has grown to just over $2,000. Her monthly dividend income is $11. She set up the automatic reinvestment on day 1 and has never touched it. Last month she told me that $11 doesn't change her life financially yet, but it changed something else. For the first time, she feels like her money is working for her instead of the other way around. That shift in identity, from someone whose money just sits and waits to be spent, to someone whose assets generate income, is the real transformation. The dollars follow that shift. They always do. And here's the answer to the question I planted earlier. The one decision that separates the people who eventually build real income from the ones who stay stuck. It's not picking the right stock. It's not having a higher income. It's the decision to stop treating savings as a pile of money and start treating it as a fleet of assets. The moment you deploy $500 into something that pays you, the moment that asset sends you its first dividend, you've made the switch. Not psychologically, structurally, and structures compound. Now, if $500 can do this, what happens when you scale it to $1,000? The math doesn't just double. It accelerates in a way that most people find genuinely shocking the first time they see it. I built an entire video around the $1,000 version of this strategy, including a specific structure almost nobody is using that dramatically speeds up the compounding curve. It's called the $1,000 dividend strategy nobody talks about, and you can watch it right here. If this video made the $500 path feel real, that one will make you want to start today. This video is one piece of a larger income-building system I'm walking through step by step. From your first $500 all the way to full paycheck replacement through dividend income. Each video in this series builds on the last. If you want to follow that system from the beginning and not miss the next piece, subscribe. That's what this channel is for, not theory, not hype, just the actual math and strategy of building a life your paycheck no longer controls. One question before you go: where are you right now? Do you have your first 500 invested? Are you still saving toward it? Or are you already past that point and looking to accelerate? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer might shape the next video.